What is up, Borough fans? Welcome back to the channel. So, big game tomorrow. It's the FA Cup third round replay against Spurs at the new White Hart Lane Stadium. I'm not going to be able to go. I didn't get tickets. Absolutely gutted because, it'd be a fantastic experience to go and see that new stadium and just be with the rest of the Borough fans singing loud and proud, basically. But no, all the best to everyone who's going down tomorrow. Safe travels. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I hope we get an amazing result. Big cup shot would be absolutely fantastic. So yeah, the big question is, can we beat the big boys on their own turf? That is a very big question. I mean, yes, basing on the way we played at the Riverside against Spurs, I think we have a very, very good chance of beating them on their home turf. We were lucky not to beat them at home, but with Borough, we've noticed, the odd times that they just lack a bit of concentration, and, if we had Ayala in that position when the ball's coming in from the Aurier cross, that's getting cleared straight away. But it's gone straight over Howson, who's not very tall, and Mora, who's even smaller, is at the back post with a fantastic, powerful header straight into the back of the net. But yeah, it's things like that that caused us that problem at the Riverside. But I think we do have a very, very good chance at beating Spurs. We're on a 6-game unbeaten run. After the draw against Derby at the weekend, which feels like a loss still, but at the same time is a great point because Derby are on fire. So it was good to get a result against that team. And, all we heard about was bloody Wayne Rooney, but he got outdone by Jed Spence. So, he's not really the player that we all know him for. He's past it. He didn't look very good, From what I was reading on Twitter, he didn't even get many passes in or crosses or shots. He just wasn't Wayne Rooney that we all recognise from the United days, Everton days, But getting back to our important game tomorrow, Spurs are coming into this game on the back of a defeat to the current leaders of the Prem, Liverpool. And do you know what? I think Spurs were unlucky on that day. It was sloppy defending which caused the first goal, with Firmino finishing it. But other than that, I thought Spurs were very attacking, had Liverpool on the back foot for quite a lot of the second half, and were unlucky not to score, especially when that Lo Celso, I think it was. If he had got that cross or just got the slightest touch to swerve the ball, it would have been 1-1 and they would have got a deserved point. But no, other than that, they were a good side against Liverpool, and Liverpool just dug it out, which they've done for most of the games, and came away with the 3 points. So we are going to expect a massive difference in the Spurs side tomorrow than we did at the Riverside. But, we've shown our worth against Spurs at Riverside. We've shown that we're not going to be easily beaten because, we want to get further in this cup. We want to progress, not just in the Championship and get further up the table. We want to get a cup run going, And yes, so does Jose Mourinho because he's renowned for winning the FA Cup. So we'll see what happens, but I'm really confident that we can pull this one off. So yeah, it is another tough task for the boys. There's no doubt about it. They've got fantastic players, Spurs. There's a lot of talk around Christian Eriksen's future at the moment. But Mourinho has come out and said that he will be in the team tomorrow no matter what, because his only focus is Borough, which is fair enough. But, question to Spurs fans, if any of them watch this, do you want Eriksen to stay? Or do you want him to go? If he's not wanting to play for you, what do you want? It would be a big player to lose because he is fantastic in that midfield. He really is a dangerous player. He didn't look good against Liverpool. He didn't look like he could be bothered, to be honest. I've seen that on Twitter off a few fans anyway, whether they were Spurs fans or just general football fans. That's another thing. But yeah, if Spurs fans end up watching this, let me know. What do you think? Eriksen in or Eriksen out? There's no new injury worries for Borough. We've still got the same ones out with Britt and Randolph. Randolph's currently having the world's longest medical, as Jonathan Woodgate said in his press conference today. And Britt's been training, but for some reason it's just still not looking good for him because he was down to travel with the rest of the lads this week and probably make his comeback on Friday, which is a shame because I'd like to see Britt back. I mean, got the big man on my wall there with Fletch, but he needs time, and hopefully he's back sooner or later, because he is a miss. I know he's not everyone's cup of tea, but I like Britt. He's a fantastic player, and once he gets those goals in him, we're going to get the Britt we all want. Injuries for Spurs still are Kane, who is, I think, out till April now, from what I last seen. Lloris, Ben Davies, Ndombele, and Sissoko, who's just returned from surgery on his ankle, I think it was. So they're their big injury worries. Other than that, they've got nothing else. Their big threats are still Ali, Moura, Eriksen, and you can name others, but they're the three that you would notify straight away, and especially if Kane was in the team as well. For us, Fletch, absolutely fantastic at the moment. He's really coming out of his skin at the moment. He's playing fantastic football, scoring goals. He's been involved in a lot of assists and finishes this past few games, which is fantastic to see. Lewis Wing, he doesn't score tap-ins, that lad. He scores absolute worldies, and he proved that against Derby with that excellent play by Borough and that nice little flick by Roberts to set up Wingy. And there you go, a player that's we've just signed, but he's showing his worth, is Roberts. Absolutely fantastic to watch that man. He is brilliant. He's very fast, skillful. He likes to make play, and he's just a joy to watch. And then Jed Spence, out-muscling Wayne Rooney. Who'd have thought we'd have a young lad coming into our team and out-muscling Wayne Rooney. Probably back in the day when Rooney was a lot better, it probably wouldn't have happened. But, he's not the player he used to be, so Spence has found it very easy to out-muscle him. But he is a fantastic player, Spence, and he's going to be even bigger in the future. You got Tav as well. Tav's definitely improving over the past couple of games. He had that moment where he vanished for a bit and didn't really play well, but now he's come back into it and he's working fantastic in the midfield. And then Nemecha, we've not seen much of Nemecha. He came on in the Spurs game, played a few minutes, looked very, very strong, but not enough time to see how well he was going to play. He came on against Derby as well, but didn't get enough time again. But like Woodgate said in his press conference, his training scheme for Wolfsburg wasn't great, so he's not going to get enough game time straight away. But hopefully tomorrow he gets more than what he's been having. I think he had about 10 minutes in the first leg against Spurs, and then a few minutes in the game at Derby on Saturday. So hopefully he gets a good 20-30 minutes tomorrow, just to get a bit more minutes under his belt. I want to see him linking up with Roberts, or getting some great balls into Fletch, and we might even see Rudy get a game tomorrow, or we'll just bring him on in the last 10, which I saw a lot of people whinging about on Twitter, because I didn't go to the game on Derby, which is a shame, but people weren't happy that Gested was being brought on, and that's why we conceded that late wonder goal by I've completely forgot his name, but I'm sure someone will comment it in the chat. But yeah, I've heard it was an absolute screamer. But no, other than that, guys, looking forward to tomorrow. as again I can't go tomorrow, which is absolutely guttering, but I do wish everyone the best of luck tomorrow. I hope you all have a fantastic day at the new stadium. Make sure you're singing loud and proud for the boys, which I'm sure you all will. I'll be singing loud and proud here in Wales, right in front of the TV, seeing as it's live on BBC. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna probably not do a match day vlog, seeing as I'm not at the match, so it's just pointless. So I'll just do a review of the game tomorrow, just let you know my thoughts on how we've done. And I might ask one of my friends who is going to the game tomorrow, see if he can just give me a bit of his thoughts on the game. We'll try and get that in the video tomorrow, and that'll be something new to watch. But yeah, guys, predictions for tomorrow. I'm going to go for 1-0 Borough. I think it's going to be a waiting game. You know, we're going to pressure them, and they're going to come at us full force, like they did at the Riverside. But I think we're going to stand tall, and I think Fletch will get the winner, which he's doing well at the moment. He's scoring the goals. And hopefully Mayas is going to be in the goal again, because he loves cup games. You know, he's a fantastic keeper in the cup games. We've all seen it when he was at Man U doing the penalties, Liverpool. You know, that's what we need. But yeah, guys, I'm going for 1-0 Borough. Drop down your predictions below in the comments section. Make sure you leave a like and share and subscribe if you haven't already for more content like this. I'm going to try and get to as many games as possible I can before the season is up. A few games that are away, like Brentford, wouldn't mind attending that one. But yeah, guys, I hope you all have a fantastic day tomorrow, and up the Borough.